What's up, guys? This is Adam with Tech Like a Boss back with you for another video, and today we are talking about how to make QR codes and how to do a lot of cool things with QR codes very easily and very quickly online for free. So let's dig into it. All right, so today we're going to use a website that I use a lot called QR Code Monkey. It's qrcode-monkey.com. I'll leave the link for this in the description. But this site right here is going to allow you to create QR codes that you can print out, that you can email, email or send a text with it to someone, that you can put on flyers for events or anything like that. You can create this QR code here, and it can do just about anything that you would want it to do. So let me show you a couple things that you're able to do here with QR Code Monkey. So this first, you notice at the top when you look at all the tabs, the first one is the URL tab, and that will create a QR code that will send whoever accesses it to a specific URL. So let's say I want to have people go to my YouTube site. So I go to youtube.com and I'll search for my channel, and I'll do Tech Like a Boss. And then here's my channel, and I will go up to the address bar, copy the address, go to the QR Code Monkey, and paste that URL right there. And then you can change the colors if you want. By default, the QR code is black, but let's say I want to change this to, let's say, a blue. And yeah, let's try that right there. And then let's do create QR code. There we go. Now it's blue. All right. I can also change the background color. Right now it's white. Let's say I want to do black and blue. So let's create QR code. It looks kind of cool. Now it does say down here, we recommend you give your colors more contrast between back and foreground to work with all QR code readers. So it may not pick up real well on certain cameras on phones or QR readers that you use there. So I'm just going to change that background color back to the white. There we go. Okay, now you can also add a logo image for this URL, which I really like this. And so you can go ahead and pick from the ones that are already listed here, or you can upload your own. So I'm going to click Upload Image, and I'm going to go to my desktop, and I'm going to do my Tech Like a Boss logo. And I'm going to click Create QR Code again. Look at that. It's got my channel logo right in the middle, and then that'll still send you to my site or to my YouTube channel. And then finally, you can actually go down here to Custom Design, and you can change the shape of the QR code, the body shape of it. You want it to look more dotted like this. See that? You want it to look more thick like that. Pretty neat stuff. You want it to look more like little diamonds. Pretty cool there. I like that one. I'll stick with that one. Then you can change the frame shape too. Right now it's a square. You can change it to more like a little text bubble. See, around the edges there of the corners. And then you can do the eyeball shape as well. So right now it's a square. Let's change it to a circle. Create QR code. There we go. Pretty neat, huh? It doesn't even look like a QR code anymore, but it works. It's pretty awesome. So if you stick your iPhone up to this right here, and I scan it with my camera, it will pull up my YouTube channel and let you go right into that. So really neat stuff. Very convenient, very nice way to get people to your site. And if for some reason a certain style doesn't work on the body shape here, you might have to do a different one. I just tried the real thin one right there, and it actually did not work on my iPhone. I had to switch back to this one, and then it worked. Okay, so once you create your QR code, you can then download it as a PNG file. Now you can choose the size you want it. 1000 by 1000 pixels is the default. You can go all the way up to 2000 by 2000. I'm going to stick with the default and click download. And it's going to show an ad, but it's going to go ahead and generate it and download it for me here. And there we go. All right, let me X that, open my QR code, and there it is. So just like that, I can send that to anybody I want, and their phone or whatever they scan with will take them to my YouTube page. So that's one way. Pretty cool stuff. You can also save this as a PDF file, an SVG file, an EPS file if you want. The default is PNG, which works for just about anything that you want to do. So that is the URL portion. But they also have all these other really cool ways to create QR codes and use them in ways that I never even knew were possible until I saw this site. So for example, this text right here, your text. So let's say this is my example text, and subscribe for more, and smash the like button. All right, so you do all that, and then let's say, I change my color. You can do it again, whatever color you want. This time I'll make it a red, and then for the logo image, I'll leave it, and then create. All right, there we are. And so now when I go and scan this with my phone, it opens up a web page in Safari that actually Google searches the text that I picked right here. Now, obviously, this is not going to pull up anything that I want somebody to do. So really, I'd probably want to put in Tech Like a Boss YouTube, and then generate that, and then have somebody scan it, and then it'll do a Google search for the YouTube channel, and then it'll pull me up. And sure enough, the top hit is my channel. Awesome. So really cool, really neat stuff there. So that's the text feature for the QR codes. The next is email. So this actually sends an email. It will, you put somebody's name in, so likeabosstech@gmail.com, and then we'll do a test email, and then this is a test. And so what this will do now, I'm going to generate this code, and what this will do is when I scan it with my phone, it will pull up an email in my default mail app, and it will send it to likeabosstech@gmail.com with this subject and with this message. Now, it'll ask me if I want to send. It won't send immediately, but it will generate the whole email for me, and then all I have to do is press send. So that's really neat. I'm not honestly sure the use case for that, but that's really cool. And then if you check the next one, it's the phone. And so here, if my phone number was, let's say, 91955558888, and I created that code. Now what that would do is, as soon as you scan it, the phone would ask you, do you want to call this number? And then that would allow you to call from the QR code like that. Same thing with an SMS with a text. You tell it what phone number that you want to text, and then you tell it what your message is. When they scan the code, it will text that phone number that message. A V card. This is, of course, a contact card that you send between smartphones. You can create a V card right here on QR Code Monkey, and then when they scan it, they'll be able to import that V card right into their phone, right from the QR code. Pretty cool there. You can also do a Me card. You can also do a location. So like here, if I were to put in, let's say, and you want to go to your address on the Google map, and then you just click, it'll drop the pin, and then if I create the code, I'm going to scan this, and open maps in Google is what it tells me, and sure enough, it opens up a map for Los Angeles, California. So that works great too. So you can do location there. Facebook, you can create a Facebook URL. This would work out honestly the same as the URL code. Same thing with Twitter, same thing with YouTube. Now Wi-Fi, this is really neat. You can actually send someone through a QR code your Wi-Fi SSID and the password to it, and the encryption if there is encryption. So they can scan the QR code and have the Wi-Fi login information. This would be really cool for an event that had Wi-Fi outside, for a hotel, for anything like that, where they could just scan the code and then be able to connect right up to the Wi-Fi. And then here you have an event that you can set and create a QR code for. This one's really cool, really popular in 2021, Bitcoin address. You can create and put in your Bitcoin address here and then how much you want to send. And you can actually, this can let you do Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Litecoin, or Dash. No Doge though, sad day, right? So anyway, you can put the address in, put the amount in, and it'll create the code. And then when you create the code, this will actually open up on your smartphone whatever app that you have that handles Bitcoin addresses. And it will pull up a page, so be careful. If you have Coinbase, for example, on your phone, it will pull up Coinbase and ask if you want to send 1 Bitcoin to this address. And then if you confirm, then you better know what you're doing. So, because that's a lot of money. It's like $50,000 right now. So that's another cool thing though that you can do in order to send Bitcoin to people. Another thing you can do is you can upload an MP3, a video, a PDF, and you can have this QR code link right to that. So this is really cool stuff. Oh, so many things that you can do with QR codes. They're really cool. They look neat and they get a lot of information across without having to type it all out. And it's very convenient, especially in the day that we live. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, go ahead and click like and subscribe for more. Let me know if you like this kind of stuff. If you want to see more things about QR codes or things that make life a little bit easier for you. I appreciate you checking this video out. Look, if you want to look at some really cool hotkeys and shortcuts that you can use in Windows to make your life so much easier and faster, check this video out right here. You're going to love it. Thanks for looking at this video. And this has been Adam with Tech Like a Boss. I will see you in the next one.